Okay, I wanted to come on here and talk about Magic Kingdom Daymare Chapter Uno, and I just really appreciate the response this game has had and everyone who's played it so far. Um, and I guess I just kind of want to come on here and talk about a few things and where this project is going. Um, so. Yeah, some of there's a lot of theory behind this piece, specifically three different authors, and I can break them up between Hyperreality from Jean Bolliard, um, and then there's Hyperobjects from Timothy Morton, and then there is a book called Anti-Oedipus from Deleuze and Guattari. If I'm saying that right. Probably not, but those are kind of like the three theoretical works that I'm mainly influenced in here. And then some of the other influences I have is William Burroughs and the cut up method, uh, which Kathy Acker also uses in her work. And then there's a book called House of Leaves, which kind of messes around with the font. And when making this game, I definitely realized how much uh, the theory was fighting with um, say how would you say this? Um, the look of the game. They're both fighting because what I'm really trying to do is like synthesize this theory with an aesthetic, and then also trying to implement uh, kind of the anti-capitalist function that I want from this game, specifically the colonization of Puerto Rico. And so there's like three camps that are consistently fighting for um, for dominance. And I think that's okay. Is it hard to explain? Yes, but I wouldn't have it any other way. Um, it's in Mostly it's enriching for my soul, and I like hard to read things. So reading a William Burroughs novel um, is kind of like reading or putting you in the same space as Anti-Oedipus from Deleuze and Guattari. And I think that's like the Deleuze and Guattari and Anti-Oedipus, they reference Burroughs. They reference a lot of people, but they reference the cut up method, and I believe in their second book together, um, they reference William Burroughs' son with his book, which I thought was really interesting as well. So they're aware of like experimental literature, and when I was writing all of this down, um, I was very aware that these three camps almost are like fighting for dominance, and and for me, it's like it ends up being a hard thing to kind of like take on, and kind of a hard thing to put in words. And I think that's like equally as valid, at least for now. But besides that, I would like to talk about those three subjects in like possibly different papers. Uh, but this game made me realize that there's a few. I want to synthesize those theories a little bit more, and how it relates to the style, because like the style of this game with the bright colors definitely references like Caribbean Carnival. These character designs are also reference like the Spanish colonizers, uh, Taino petroglyphs, uh, and kind of like past research I have done before. And here's a game breaking glitch right here, which I'm gonna let stay in, and this kind of still breaks some of these sections. Um, but the main thing, let me turn the sound off a little bit. Um, but that's like the main thing for this project is like kind of give me a framework for newer newer pieces, but then to also go back to this with like new knowledge, um, and further research into other authors. Right now, I'm going to start reading Masters of Doom for my first person shooter project, but then also kind of read the Hacker Manifesto, which I'm pretty excited about. And a lot of like my other projects are definitely going to stay in this realm, trying to fight with the body without organs, hyperreality, and hyper objects, and just still trying to fit them together, even though maybe um, this piece, the Magic Kingdom Daymare, uh, is like possibly a fragmented mess, and maybe my mind is just like very fragmented making something like that, but then that reinforces the theory that I'm looking into, specifically the body without organs. But if you don't know anything about that, that is the way I can describe it is like pure potential, um almost like the cut up method. You're taking multiple different things, you're cutting up things that may not relate and putting them together. And I think that with that theory, with like some of the other stuff I'm reading, I think this game achieves that in a way. Um, is it all over the place? Yes. Is it hard to explain? Yes. Um, does it need more like, does it need to boil over and become something different? Yes, as well. So this game is going to be splitting off into various different projects, but then still staying true to itself as well. I think that's very important, that you can make a game that's fragmented, all over the place, disjointed, broken. It kind of goes into a theory I want to look into like deconstructive digital design, which relates to anti-design. It relates to the deconstructive architecture movement. Um, but I realized that I'm looking for something very specific. So that means I have to be the one that does the writing for it and kind of like get all my eggs in line. Hopefully that makes sense. I just wanted to give everyone an update on my stuff, and I just really appreciate all of y'all giving this game a try, and my buddy Gus who played this on stream, and anyone who like downloaded the first broken stage of the game, or who like people who are playing um, in the browser. Um, I really just appreciate your time just sitting down and playing with it. I don't want this to be like a too open-winded video. So I will leave right there and expect a devlog for this game in a couple months and for my first person shooter using easy FPS editor. All right, see y'all later. Bye.